Similar records, but of those 6 losses, Derek Campos has 1 from Brandon Girtz. Brandon Girtz, 1 from Derek Campos.
And with the official introductions here once again, Michael C. Williams.
Live on Spike, Miller Lite presents Bellator MMA from WinStar World Casino and Resort. The time has come for the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Chickasaw Nation Office of the Gaming Commissioner, Mr. Scott Colbert. Tonight's main event is brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. It's Miller time. And now, set for 3 5-minute rounds, we introduce the blue corner. At 5'7", weighing in 157.7 pounds. His professional record, 14 victories, 6 defeats. Originally from Minneapolis, he fights out of Denver, Colorado, Brandon Girtz. And across the cage is adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 5'9", weighing in 155.4 pounds as a professional. 18 wins, 6 defeats. Hailing from Lubbock, Texas, presenting Derek Stallion Campos. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge, Big John McCarthy.
Brandon, Derek. Gentlemen, we've gone over the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard but fight clean. If you want to touch your gloves again, good luck to both of you.
Referee Big John McCarthy with final instructions. We are set for Chapter 3 in the rivalry between Derek Stallion Campos and Cold Roll Brandon Girtz. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. It's a catch weight of 158 pounds.
Derek, you ready?
But this one has ramifications in the Bellator MMA lightweight division. Campos in the red gloves, Girtz in the blue gloves.
And a couple things tactically to keep in mind. Girtz, this was a late notice fight for him, didn't have a full camp. Also, Campos wanted the heavier weight class. Usually it's the guy with the last minute notice who wants the heavier weight. Campos wanted it. I think he believes in his power.
Fight Clock, of course, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer. Cheers, it's Miller time. And we talk about ramifications in the lightweight division, unfinished business, of course, between Brent Premises. Girtz lands a knee on Campos and Michael Chandler, as Chandler losing the title in ignominious fashion at Bellator NYC. I'm sure there will be a rematch.
What do we say about power punches? Both guys leaning into every shot.
Close the hand when it comes out, Derek.
Not only do these guys not jab a lot anyway, when you're facing a guy who's of the opposite stance, the jab is generally harder to use. You generally rely on power punches facing a guy in the opposite stance.
And Campos hunting down Girtz with a couple of strikes. A minute gone here in the first round.
There you go.
Mauro Ranallo, Jimmy Smith, Jen Brown, and the entire Bellator MMA crew here at WinStar World Casino and Resort in Thackerville, Oklahoma. Oh, and a
nice kick
by Girtz. Campos chest down, and Campos with that Superman punch.
He ate a hook coming in. Girtz caught him with that right hook over the top.
And again, Girtz just leading with that left hand. Oh, but he got caught with a left hook by Campos and knocked Campos off balance with a strike of his own.
This is like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Both guys there to be hit. Not scared to unload.
Expect them to go together like a dentist and a carpenter, no less than tooth and nail, hammer and tong type action expected in this one here with less than 3 minutes left in the first round. And Campos, of course, maybe a bit of a mental victory already, able to survive the first couple of minutes after what went down the last time they met.
Look at their heads whenever they're fighting. They are on a rail. They don't move them at all until they start throwing punches. Then there's some slight movement, but defensively they don't care at all. It's
center line.
Yep. You don't have to wonder whether you can close your eyes and hit these guys.
The right hand by Campos. Girtz just swinging wildly back. Just past the midpoint of the first round.
Yeah, both guys are landing their power punches. Campos with the right hand, Girtz with the left hook over the top. Beautiful straight left there.
Girtz from the southpaw position, firing off with the left and then the liver kick. A little low.
It's a right hook over the top by Girtz from that southpaw stance. That's what he keeps knocking Campos off balance with. Just like that, they come in right hand and then right hook over the top of it. That's been the trade-off. Girtz has eaten the right hand, and then he lands his right hand over the top with the hook.
And by Campos. And Girtz hits a left hook, the knee up the middle, but then it's Girtz landing the right hook. And man, they are just swinging for the fences and hurting. Girtz is leaking from the forehead, and he secures a takedown and an elbow strike to Campos.
Somebody is bleeding horribly.
It's Girtz to the forehead.
It's Girtz. He's fighting now like he's desperate.
There will be blood in Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Wow. We predicted fireworks. This has not disappointed. Look at the left eye of Campos. He is blinking badly.
And these two treating each other like guests at the red wedding.
He keeps pawing at that eye. Girtz is trying to wipe away the blood. Both guys are hurt, for sure.
Under a minute left in the first round.
They just stand there and take it.
Girtz and Campos delivering as advertised. Oh, beautiful. Left hand just above the belt.
Now the question here, that is a bad cut. The positioning isn't bad in terms of a stoppage. It's not on the lid. It's not in a vital area, but it runs into the eyes. I can't see how deep it is. But Girtz might have to throw everything because they're going to check it out in between rounds.
Yeah, Girtz beginning to sport the crimson mask with 30 seconds left in this opening round.
And that is old school pro wrestling bad. Wow. Abdul the Butcher, anybody get that? Nobody?
Oh, liver kick by Girtz.
Yep, so that was caused by... John McCarthy said it was by a knee. He turned to the judges and said, cut caused by a knee. Great stuff by Campos.
Opening round featuring more blood than an episode of Dexter as we go to round two. Brandon Girtz, Derek Campos. Round two of the rubber match.
This is why we watch this sport, is for fights like this.
Friday night fight, courtesy of Bellator MMA, and they come out swinging.
This is when you think, how do men do this for a living? Because they are not taking a backward step.
And women.
And women. How does anybody do this?
No, you're right. It's a testament to their fortitude, their character, their makeup, and for Brandon Girtz suffering a vicious, deep gash. But like you say, the placement is almost fortuitous for this fight to continue because it's right in the middle of the forehead and the blood dripping down the nose, not into the eyes necessarily.
And it's not a lid cut. It's not one of those that's going to cause permanent damage from its placement. But it gives a nice target to Campos. Girtz is swinging like Campos stole something from him. No setup punches, everything's a big haymaker.
Minute gone and Campos again teeing off on Girtz. Campos won their first meeting. Girtz knocked out Campos in 37 seconds in the second meeting.
I don't know what he's complaining about there. He took a break for a second. I don't know what it was.
You might as well put the jab on a milk carton, right, Jimmy?
Done. It is missing, my friend.
Oh, the southpaw Girtz landing a 1-2 on Campos.
This is one of those I'll learn defense later kind of fights.
Outside leg kick and receipt from Campos.
And Girtz has been a little more active this round.
I think he knows time may be against him because of that cut, but he is just winding up and unloading everything with power. And there he knocks Campos the bounce. Another leg into the left. Girtz coming back here with 3 minutes left in the second. And Girtz is knocked out by Campos. What a fight! What a round!
Man, what a fight! Back and forth it goes. Girtz bloody but fighting and moving forward.
And the action of this fight hotter than Childish Gambino's red bone, and both Girtz and Campos proving that they are both bad to the bone, just letting it all hang out here tonight, Jimmy.
The question might become, Girtz with the short camp, does he have the cardio to keep this going for 3 rounds? There's been no setup, there's been no rest, very little with the takedown in terms of staying on top and getting a breather. That has not happened.
The canvas resembling a Jackson Pollock painting right now, Jimmy, with all the plasma being spilled courtesy of that gash on the forehead of Brandon Girtz. But he remains in the fight, hanging tough against Derek Campos. And there they go again. Defense be damned!
And every time it looks like Campos has him, that right hook comes over the top and knocks him off balance.
Get over there.
Timeout called by referee John McCarthy.
Hey, I'm just trying to get it cleared out. Come here, look at me. Look at me. I want him to just look at it real quick. You're going to keep going. Try to look clear out your eyes. It's no different.
Yeah, as long as they don't hit the eyebrow.
There you go. That's what I want. All right, let's go.
You hear what he said.
Step
as long as it doesn't get to the eyebrow, that's when you start wondering about your vision. He does not want this stopped at all.
And Girtz fires off another left hand down the middle on Campos.
Now, this one's a tougher one to score because I think Girtz has been busier in this second round. I think Campos has hurt
Girtz changing levels. Campos with the takedown defense.
Careful with that. We good? Fight.
Stay sharp. Don't force nothing. Don't force nothing.
Again, Girtz just coming forward left hand, and you mentioned it, Jimmy. No, you know, it's all in the center line.
Yep.
Your opponent is there waiting for you. Give him
Close
your
your
best
eyes
shot.
and hit him. Close your eyes and hit him.
Campos coming forward with 45 seconds left in the second round. Counter left hand by Girtz.
What did Teddy
Oh,
Atlas
nice
say?
right uppercut and left hand.
Yeah, Teddy Atlas said it. He said he's the kind of guy that gets offended if you don't punch him. Both these guys get offended if you don't punch him.
Under 30 seconds left in the round. Campos with a knee up the middle that gets knocked off balance by Girtz.
Always that hook follows the shot. Girtz will take the first one and then launch that right hook over the top.
It has been a blood and guts battle through 2 rounds. The third and final round is coming up. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage after 2 rounds of non-stop action as a result of the deep cut to the forehead and upon the advice of the cage-side physician, referee Big John McCarthy waves off the contest. Official time, 5 minutes of round number 2. The winner by TKO, Derek Stallion Campos.
Derek Stallion Campos picks up the rubber match victory. A couple of thoroughbreds, Jimmy, as Jimmy Smith talks to the winner.
I'm here with Derek Campos. Derek, to call that a fight is an understatement. That was a war. What were you thinking when you were there trading punches, neither one of you going down? You almost looked disappointed when they stopped it because of the cut. You want to keep going.
All BS aside over here, let me tell you, we just came in here to shed blood with each other because we're brothers. Respect that. Unfortunately, you know, the cut is deep, and the call by Big John and the medical team, you know, they're the professionals. It is a big cut, so, I mean, unfortunately, it just got stopped. Otherwise, we would have given y'all another 3rd round to cheer on.
The streak you are on, 155, very, very deep, but man, with fights like that, the ones you have had in this streak, the ones against fighters like Melvin Guillard, putting it on the line every time, what's next for you?
You know, I put it on the line every time I fight. I don't leave nothing in here. You know, what's next for me is I made a statement tonight showing my heart and how tough I am, and I only want to fight the best guys. So, you know, let's have it. Pitbull Henderson winner. I'm here all day, baby.
Now, Brandon Girtz, come over here, man. I gotta say, 2 pit bulls made that walk tonight. That was an unbelievable performance. Short notice. You didn't take a backward step that entire time. I know you're disappointed with how it ended, but I think everybody here wants it to be best of 7.
It's a tough thing to lose like that, man. I mean, I wanted to keep fighting. It was a brawl out there, and I wanted to keep putting my heart out there, man. This hurts. This hurts bad. Yeah, like I said, it was a war. I said we were going to have a war out here. Campos is a man. I respect him. Gave me a hell of a fight. Thank you guys for coming.
You heard it. Give it up for these two warriors right now. Brandon Girtz and Derek Campos, both of them winners.